Boker Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah. We've been looking at Pasuk Hey, chapter 19, verse 5, where Hashem says, "V'atim shemot tishmu b'koli yishmartem et briti." If you will hearken to my voice and you observe my covenant. We looked at that question yesterday, which covenant God refers to specifically here, and it continues, "V'hiyitem li segula mikol ha'amim." Kili chol haaretz. You will be a segula from all the other nations, because or even though the whole land is mine. What does that mean, to be God's segula? Now we know that phrase, and it's not uncommon that we use that way, as a segula, which somehow is like a good omen for something. That's not what this verse seems to mean. Rashi translates segula, otzar chaviv, a precious, beloved treasure. Quotes a pasuk in Kohelet, referring to kliya kar bavanim tovot, like special, precious, costly vessels and precious stones. Shamalachim gonzim otam, the type of things that kings would make sure to put into their treasury to protect. That's how we'll be. Kachatem tihiyuli segula mishar umot. You'll be. I should have set you aside from all the other nations. God says. V'lo tamru atem levatchem sheli ve'en li acherim machem. And you shouldn't say, don't think that well is you're the only ones and no one else is with them. What else does God have that God's love for us should be especially known? It's not, what's the big adilla that God says this? After all, we're the only people that God knows of, really. So the pasuk continues, Kili chol haaretz. All the land is mine, all the peoples are mine, and yet, I want you. And here Rashi uses a phrase which is a hard one for us to read in terms of what I call an extreme chosenness version of things. Kili kol haaretz, the whole earth is mine. Vehem be'enai ulefanai leklum. They are in my eyes and before me, as if nothing. They don't mean anything to me, the rest of the people. That's a pretty extreme version of chosenness. That the Allah Goyim, to use the phrase that way, all the rest of the world don't matter to Hashem. In the end, God says, you're the only ones that matter to me. That's version number one. I want you to think about whether or not that's a common reading of chosenness, one that you've heard, perhaps were raised on or not. And see how you relate to this, and especially the interaction between these two phrases. You'll be my segula, kili chol haaretz, and the whole world is mine. We'll pick it up, God willing, tomorrow. Take it a little further to see what more we can say of this verse. Have a great day.